Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot, everybody. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer, and over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And ooh, child, we about to get into somebody's business. Good morning to all of my guppies, my friends who are on the graveyard shift. Good evening to my international family. What's up to everybody watching behind the scenes on TikTok this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, y'all. If you are new to the Pisces Tarot experience, go ahead and put a star in the chat. If you're a returning friend, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We want to recognize all of our new and our returning friends to the seed. So good morning, everybody. Today's agenda consists of an energy cleanse, which is a brief meditation and sound bowl cleansing, followed by some divine insights, which I do have an earworm for you guys today. And then we'll go ahead and hit the high level energy read with the insights and observations. Jump into this tarot card reading where I will confirm everything that I have told you. And then we will get this thing closed out with some closing thoughts with potential final outcomes. Now, listen, some of y'all been up all night. Some of y'all been tossing and turning. Some of y'all been at work dealing with people on a funky energy. Some of y'all getting started with your day. No matter where you are and how you come, we have to put ourselves in a position to receive. So do me a favor, find those emojis, find those cleaning emojis, scrub brushes, vacuums, toothbrushes, wig brushes, whatever your favorite cleaning utensil is, find that emoji and go ahead and put it in chat, because it don't matter what I have to tell you. If you're not putting yourself in a position to receive, you ain't gonna hear nothing I said anyway. All right. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I want you to go ahead and find those cleaning emojis. I personally like the scrub brush, the little scrub daddy, but go ahead and put that emoji in the chat, the little scrub brushes, because it's time for us to get into this reading. All right. If y'all ready for it, here we go. Before we move forward, let's take a minute to just level set and ground ourselves. And the simplest way to do this is by cleansing our energy through both breath work and sound. Okay. We're going to take in a couple of deep breaths. We're going to hold it, and then we're going to exhale very slowly. Okay. With each inhale, we want to be able to invite clarity and balance. And with each exhale, we want to release any tensions or distractions. Okay. And we're going to do this 3 times. So this is important because you're putting yourself into a place of receive. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. We're going to clear up any remaining stagnant energy by bringing us one into alignment with presence with our girl Boo Boo. Here we go. Divine Spirit, I call upon you and ask you for your guidance and your wisdom during this reading. Please surround me with your light and your love. Help me to receive clear and accurate messages. May this reading bring insight, clarity, and understanding for the highest good of all of those who are involved. Amen, 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 and amen. All right, y'all. If y'all ready for some fun, safe, honest interaction, remember, this is a safe space. Your honesty and your transparency is appreciated. We have all been a fool in love before, and today may just be your turn. So if y'all ready to have this engaging, dynamic time, I want you to put those cooking emojis in the chat, Go ahead and drop them in the chat. All right. Put your favorite food that you like to cook in the chat. I want to welcome all of our newbies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you being here this morning with us. We finna get into it because I feel like Spirit finna cook this morning. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna never tell you a lie. All right. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I got too much energy. If y'all ready to get into this reading, here we go. Now, each day I always stop to take a minute to reflect upon the immediate energies the Spirit is showing me, whether it be a divine message or earworm. And today it's an earworm. And what's interesting is when I woke up about midnight, a couple hours ago, I heard this song playing in my ear. And I could not even really tell you, like, I vaguely remember the song because in 1993, I was about third grade. How old are you in the third grade? 7 or 8 years old. And so I had to look up just the part of the song that I heard because I couldn't tell you who the person is to sing this. I couldn't tell you nothing about this song. And so this song is called The Sign by Ace of Base. Now, I don't know if you remember this group or not. Like I said, it was the 90s. But all I can tell you is when I woke up at about 12:13 this morning, all I can tell you is I heard, I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Now, I don't know what this means to you or for you, but let me tell you what I was hearing. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's going to drag you up to get you into the light where you belong. But where do you belong? Okay. Now, I don't know what this got to do with anything, but I just heard that. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. I don't even know if that's how the song goes, but that's what I keep hearing. Okay. So all I'm going to tell you is I don't know what signs Spirit has been trying to get through to you, but I need for you to open up your eyes and see it for what it is. Stop second guessing it. Stop underestimating. Stop overriding it. Stop ignoring it. Stop neglect. Whatever it is that you've been doing. Too many times y'all be like, I'm gonna pray about it. I ask God for a sign, and then He give you one, and then you don't like the sign that He give you, and then you be sitting over here like, damn. All right. So whose tea we finna get into today? I don't know. If y'all ready to get into this reading, I need you to go ahead and put those tea kettles in the chat. Because baby, who saw the signs and it opened up their eyes? All right. If y'all ready to get into it, I need y'all to put those tea kettles in the chat. Because we finna get into this. Here we go. All right, y'all. So when understanding energy, it's important to know that Spirit talks to us in an abundance of ways. And sometimes it's through signs, synchronicities, wonders, coincidences, numbers, colors, all of those things, right? However He's trying to talk to you, however He's trying to get the sign to you, that's when you need to be paying attention. And I get it. Sometimes you be picking up on things and you can't put your finger on it. You just have this gut feeling. Your heart keeps telling you something totally different than what it is that you really want to hear or to see or to believe. And the only thing that I can tell you is at the end of the day, you got to be happy with you. But when Spirit is trying to guide you and trying to protect you and trying to take you to new places and stuff, you can't ask Him to take you places and to do things that you really don't want him to take you places and to teach you, to show you, do any of that, you know? So it's important to understand that. All right. Now, what is the overall energy reading for today? Okay. Birds of a feather. Ooh, birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, y'all. You know what they say? Birds of a feather flock together. You know what's interesting about this card? You have one bird that's higher than the other. That's higher than the other. That's higher than the other. Who have you put on a pedestal in your life? Now, who was ready for that? Who did you put on a pedestal in your life? Who have you been putting up there on this pedestal, on this pedestal is the best way to put it. But who have you put on an elevated platform in your life that you thought that they were bigger, better, grander, and they just the same as you? They are no different from you. Okay? Birds of a feather flock together. All right? What's the truth that we need to hear this morning for our journey? Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay? So this is about guilt. Part of the reason why you're still holding on to this is because not only did you put this person on a pedestal, but you also feel guilty about wanting to set yourself free of this connection. You're no longer growing. You know, they always say, if you show somebody their 5 closest friends, that tells you a lot about who they are. Don't stifle yourself being around people that don't help you grow. All right? Now, guys to the hidden realms, what messages do you have for us today? A call to transformation. This is about metamorphosis. And this is also about the line in between. Okay? You have been called to change. You have been called to grow. You have been called to evolve. You have been called to expand. And somebody is over here refusing to let go. And I understand not wanting to let go. But sometimes you have to let go, especially when Spirit, God, is sitting here telling you that the reason why you can't move forward is because this person is stifling you. They're suffocating you. They're choking you out of the things that you need to be growing and evolving. Like they're sucking the life out of you. Raise your hand in the chat if you got some energy vampires around you.
Bruh.
I mean, let's just be honest. Let's talk about it. Raise your hand in the chat if you got an energy vampire around you. Freedom. I love myself. Change me, divine beloved, into the one who can love myself in every condition. Free me from self-torture. Fill me with the self-acceptance and worthiness. May I allow and honor all my feelings, however they arise. If that ain't what I was just saying, y'all, Why is Spirit coming through this morning with this hot grease? Is he coming in this morning throwing hot grits on y'all? Trying to get your attention? Okay? Hot tea this morning, all right? Oh, wow, y'all. Why did I just cut the deck to shuffle? Butterflies. And I just saw butterflies yesterday when I was on a walk with my new dog. I kept seeing butterflies. This is about metamorphosis, okay? This is about metamorphosis. And the reason why this attracted my attention was because on the call to transformation card, we have like butterflies. Or at least it looks like. Yeah, it's a butterfly on there. See? I'm going to keep this card. I was going to shuffle, but it drew my attention. And I couldn't help it. Who needs to free themselves? If you saw the sign and it was a call to action, I want you just to put the red flag in the chat. Now, as we start to shift to more personal insights and the potential energies that are involved, please remember to focus on what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. You will never go buy a baby pair of Jordans and try to put them on your big grown feet. So don't try to come buying whatever narrative come out today if it don't belong to you. Okay? All right, so here we go, folks. Intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. Listen. Didn't I just tell y'all this? The red flags, not listening to your intuition. If you heard me just talking about that in the download this morning, I want you to go ahead and put your ear in the chat. If you heard me talking about intuition just a moment ago, before I even touched that card, I want you to go ahead and put the ear in the chat. We literally was just talking about red flags and that card came out. Don't play today. Don't play with the play. That's what my cousin say. My cousin. She be like, girl, don't play with the play, okay? My cousin from Memphis. All right. Safety. Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments, okay? So safety is important. And when we talk about safety, it's important to talk about psychological safety. And when people talk about feeling safe, that just means you don't feel threatened, right? But psychological safety is important. That is imperative, right? I should not only trust that I'm going to be safe when I'm around you from harm's way. You're not going to threaten me. You're not going to bring no bullshit to my doorstep. But I can also feel safe, comfortable, and confident with talking to you about anything that's going on with me. Okay? So when we talk about safety, we need to include psychological safety, because you will be amazed to see how many people are in relationship with people that you can't talk to people about your vulnerable, fragile, most precious state of mind and the things that concerns you. Okay? Reassess. You are being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what don't. It is time for some life cleanup. Listen, it's time for you to reassess. Who does Spirit have you putting the brakes on this morning?
Bruh.
Who is it that spirit is calling you to let go? You sitting up here going 80 miles an hour with this person, and spirit done flipped up the emergency brake on you. I saw the sun. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sun. Is that how that song go? All right. Receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. Okay, who is the person that spirit is trying to get you to leave alone that was exposed? What did you find? Evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. Well, with that being there, it sounds like there's been some type of infidelity. Okay. What is the T? What is the T? Okay. Move in silence is here. Also, same skit, different day. Okay, we got two cards that fell out. Move in silence, same skit, different day. All I can tell you is
all a bunch of bullshit.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at that. Because now when I'm having conversation with people, I'll be like, it's all a bunch of bullshit. And they be like, what? If you know, you know. Okay? What lies beneath all of this? What lies beneath all of this? If I could shuffle the cards, good grief. Bank failure. That's a wild card. Bank failure? Bank failure. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? You haven't been saving. That's what Spirit just says. You guys haven't been saving. Having problems saving money. Having problems spending money places that it don't belong. Your accounts overdrawn. Cards maxed out. Like, and I'm not saying that from a space of, I'm not saying that from a space of judgment, because I know a lot of people are struggling and have been struggling for quite some time. But it feels like this person that's in this connection with you exacerbates that struggle. I don't know who that is for, but that's for somebody very specific. All right. If you know I'm talking about you, just put the little wink at me. All right. Now, when we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Okay. Come flying out. The X, unfaithful, love triangle, X in question. Okay, so remember we was talking about receipts? Here it is. Somebody was still dealing with their ex. Not cutting it off. Not acting like they, y'all know how this go. Or as they say in the streets, I know you didn't. For real. All right. What is the true emotion here? What is the true emotion here? What is the true emotion here? Blocked spam calls, texts. Okay, somebody's sick of this person. Blocking them. Ain't nobody got time for that no more. Baby, them people trying to call you. They trying to call and they getting the...
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
All right, here we go. What is the true crime here? What is the true crime here? Why does devil card keep trying to come out? It fell out just a minute ago. Somebody here is a devil. A lot of Capricorn energy, earth energy, very stubborn energy. But you might be in bed with the devil. Did you know that? Or is that the sign that you just saw? Child. Oh, Spirit, that was okay. Somebody said, not somebody, Spirit said somebody can be watching this video now or in the future, but Spirit said you wanted this person so bad when you knew they already had somebody else. You infiltrated that situation thinking that the grass was greener on that side, got this person, and now you got the audacity to be bad because they still dealing with the person that you took them away from. Well, you didn't take them away from, but you tempted that person to leave from. Now, that ain't gonna apply to everybody, but if that's you, just put the little, church finger up, say, excuse me. All right, expectations. When you expect too much, no one measures up. Ditch your list. Want what's real. Okay, so this goes back to that freedom and not making you happy. Asking somebody to give you something that they're unable to give you. As I tell you guys all the time, that's beyond the pale. That's beyond the pale. Respect their boundaries and know that they can't give you something that they can't give you. You can't give blood from a turnip. So why do you predicate all of your happiness and your peace of mind on something somebody else can't give you? Okay. Now, is there any love here? Secret came out. There are so many feelings I want to share with you, but I'm shy about opening up. So it's romantic feelings here, but secrets are definitely here. All right, y'all, go ahead and drop those zodiac signs in the chat. Go ahead and drop those zodiac signs in the chat. Let's see what in the world is going on here. All right, person A. You got the intuition card. You also had a reassess card. I'm giving you the receipts card. I'm giving you the safety card. And an expectations card. Person B, still dealing with the ex. It's the same thing, different day. The devil is here. They move in silent. They causing you to have failure. Part of psychological safety for some people is their financial assets. And it definitely feels like they attack you in that way as well. I feel like you're going to block them, person A, and person B has so many things that they want to tell you, but they scared. I think they scared to tell you they still got feelings for their ex. Now, I know ain't nobody trying to hear that, but I'm just telling you that that's what it is. So go ahead and drop those zodiac signs in the chat. Go ahead and drop those zodiac signs in the chat. Remember, I do my readings for sun, moon, Venus, and rising, sun, moon, Venus, and rising. So don't overlook a message without considering your placements, okay? Because I could be talking all about you in your face, and you over here talking about, no, she ain't talking about me because she's talking about them Pisces. Boo. Unless you know where you and your person, all the placements are, I could be still talking about you. So let me tell you this, okay? If I ain't talking just about you, just listen to it because it might be your business. Or the tea could be hot. All right, if y'all ready to get into this reading, here we go. All right, y'all. Whose business are we about to get into today? Put those magnifying glasses in the chat. Put those magnifying glasses in the chat because it's time for us to figure out whose business is this. All right. Here we go. Person A. Who was person A? Well, if that didn't come flying out. Person A. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you or your person is a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, go ahead and put the globes, the earth in the chat. We have the Page of Pentacles reverse, lack of commitment, greediness, laziness, procrastination, learn from failure, which goes back to what we've been talking about. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. I hope that's how that song go. Because that's how I keep hearing it play in my head. Now, person B. This car is flying today. Person B. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Where are my fire signs at? If you or your person is a fire sign, go ahead and put the fire sign in the chat. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're coming in as domineering, controlling, lack of discipline, rigid, stubborn. I told y'all stubborn. With that devil card, tyrant and recklessness. All right, if y'all ready to get into this reading, I want you to go ahead and put those coffee cups in the chat. Put those coffee cups in the chat because it's time for us to get into it. What in the world do our earth signs and our fire signs got going on today that you saw the sign and it opened up your eyes? You saw the sign. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. What is going on with my earth and fire signs? Earth and fire signs. Well, one thing that I can think about immediately when I think about earth and fire signs is that fire signs are hot and dry. Earth signs are cool and dry. So all that dryness can, do what it's gonna do, right? But here's the thing. All that hot and cold energy gets stale real quick. Okay, it get real stale real quick, which is why it's important to understand what all the rest of your placements are, right? To really understand if you're compatible with a person or not. Okay. So anyway, fire sign. I'm sorry. Earth signs are first. What is going on with my earth signs this morning? All right. Earth signs. Here we go. So right now, 2 cards came flying out. Number 1, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Page of Swords in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you feel like a failure right now. And you don't like the fact that other people are observing this and talking about you. You may feel like a lot of people are gossiping about you right now. Because your business is kind of like in the streets. And that's something that you really don't like. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you guys are generally speaking very private people, very low-key people. Like you may be popular, but everybody don't know your business. And it definitely feels like people have been talking about you lately, and that makes you feel very uncomfortable. Okay. And that's part of the reason why you want out now. Not only did you see the signs, not only did you start seeing the receipts for yourself, you started really questioning your thoughts, your motives, your feelings. And at this point now, to add complication or insult to injury, now you over here like, now you got folks over here all talking about me and in my business on Facebook. So your current energy right now is coming in as a 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, the 5 of Wands in reverse. All right. There is a whole lot of internal conflict going on with you right now. And right now you may feel weak and overpowered because you really don't know what to do right now. Okay, you really don't know what to do. This is somebody that you felt like you needed to be with forever. This is somebody that you felt like you wanted to spend the rest of your life with them. Like you definitely felt like this was somebody that it was never going to come to an end. But I think this is where it's important to note that everybody comes into your life for a reason, season, or lifetime. And sometimes even when you marry people, and I know this is like contrary to popular belief, I'm going to tell you that not all marriages are forever. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. Now, if you do, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just saying, if you ask me what I think, I feel like God wants us all to be happy. I don't feel like God wants us to suffer. I don't know that God that's malicious like that, especially when you have a relationship with, right? So I don't think that he wants that for you. But we all have free will, and we can all, pick and choose whatever we want to pick and choose. But I do feel like for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you really have gotten to the point now where you're just like, I don't know what else I can give you. I don't know what else I can do. I don't know how else to help you. We're stuck on the side of the road with flashing lights, and things are just not working out anymore.
What more do you want from me?
Okay. And that's where we are. That's what we are. And that's really how I envision Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn feeling. All those red flags that you saw in the beginning are coming back to bite you now. And now that things are being exposed and revealed, now you're reassessing. And that makes sense. Remember, before we even pulled the signs, I mentioned this bank failure thing, and we were talking about psychological safety. And I was saying for somebody, this person is not allowing you to save, or they're depleting your money. And remember, I said that for some people, savings, having a healthy savings is a part of psychological safety. If you remember when I said that, just go ahead and raise your hand in the chat. If you remember when I said that, raise your hand in the chat. Just say, hey, I heard you. All right. Now, if you can relate to this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or if you're coming in as person A right now, I want you to drop an A in the chat. Drop an A in the chat. Now, person B, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're coming in right now as the King of Wands in reverse. Okay? This person is so demotivated right now, it's not even funny. There is no compromise. There is no, let's be clear. Let's be real clear. Okay, let's be real clear. Every relationship goes through these cycles, these ups and downs, these highs, these lows, right? Every relationship goes through that, where it's like the honeymoon phase and you get in this rut, okay? But when we look at this relationship, it went like this. Doop, peak, doop, flat line, okay? So let me draw it this way so you can see it. It went up, down, flat line, okay? There has been no improvements, no increases, no significant changes, not even trying to change, okay? Person B is so demotivated right now. And part of the reason why, part of it is their insecurity. So I don't know if this person lost their job or if this person is underemployed right now. But it feels like this person had a vision that they were working towards doing something and achieving something. And part of it is coming in feeling like they have that piece of insecurity that is plaguing them in addition to their failures with their hopes and their dreams and their aspirations. All right. So if you, this person is very stubborn. And I'm going to tell you what else is happening here. This person is still splurging money, going back to bank failure. This person is still splurging money like they used to. They never made any adjustments with their lifestyle, which is also the number one reason why people get divorced is about finances. So this financial matter is a huge sticking point in this connection. Both people, person A and person B, both of y'all have the psychological safety of money. Money is important to both of y'all. But this Aries is interested more in putting on an air and putting on a show. They don't want other people to know that they're struggling the way that they are struggling. This is tying into their ego. Everybody know you ain't working, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So how do you sustain this life that you have no income coming in to support? I mean, that's just common sense. And again, I get that nobody wants everybody to know on Front Street that somebody is struggling, somebody's having a hard time. It's an issue with pride and ego. I get it. Nobody wants somebody to be in their business. If somebody knew you guys on an intimate level and you told them that you were struggling to make ends meet, that your lights are being cut off, people wouldn't believe you. They wouldn't believe you because they know you guys to be a couple that always have your stuff together. You may vacation a lot. You may have the best of everything or always doing what you want to do. So the fact that other people are starting to learn that things ain't as juicy as you try to make it seem to be is shocking to them.
What?
Now, if you're coming in as person B in the chat, I want you to write a B in the chat. All right? I want you to write a B in the chat. We're not judging you. It's hard times out here for everybody. I got friends of mine that's been unemployed for almost 2 years. Okay? It's real out here. And it's not like they're not trying. A lot of people are underemployed right now. Okay? Now, what's favorable here? Y'all. Here goes Spirit right here, right now, coming in hot. As I was sitting here saying what is favorable about this situation, 2 cards come falling out. Number 1, the 3 of Cups in reverse, which points to third-party relationships, which we already knew was here with this X and the evidence card, okay? Then we also got the Hierophant in reverse, all right? The exposure and the revealing of this third-party situation is what's really propelled this relationship to have a second glance, a second look.
Oh, hell no.
Now, what's favorable about this situation? The Page of Pentacles upright. Listen. I don't know why Spirit keeps talking about money here. But I'm going to tell you, when that Page of Pentacles came up, I'm going to tell you exactly what Spirit is telling me. Spirit is telling me that during a recent reassessment of your finances, like looking at a bank statement, a credit card statement, something like that, where they're shared mutual sources, Spirit is telling me that you got information or saw receipts of this person spending money on this third party, like hotels, dinners, things like that, that you hadn't been on. And let me tell you, this is not something that you make a habit of reviewing. Now, I'm that person where I review my statements frequently. I go through my checkbook and I balance my checkbook. Yes, I balance a check register. Okay. So I'm looking at my statements every 2 weeks and aligning my finances, right? Reconciling my finances, as that's what they call it. But I definitely feel like during that time, that's when the bomb dropped on you, that this person was entertaining this third party. And that's the receipt that you got.
Makes me like sick to my stomach.
So this is what's favorable. You now have exposed and revealed that there's a crack in the foundation. All this time that this person has been walking around here telling you that they working hard and they doing this and that and the third, they on the other side of town in a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn with somebody else, tricking off on somebody else. That was the sign that you saw that opened up your eyes. That's what you saw. I saw the sign and opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Okay? That was what you saw. And it was very, very shocking because this was something that you didn't see coming. All this time, to your awareness, you thought this person worshiped the ground that you walked on. Only to find out they were still really indecisive and undecided about you. They like you. They ain't in love with you. Remember what I told you? You just had to have this person. When they were still dealing with the other person, you just had to have them. So instead of you going on a standard up, down, you peaked out in the beginning and then you came crashing down and flatlined. Okay? So now you're wondering why this person isn't giving you the love, the adoration, the respect, the commitment, the growth. The growth that you so much desire. You wondering why you're stuck in limbo.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
It ain't no gas in it. I don't know why they always do this to me in the middle of my reading. They always put this up here on my thing. All right. So, sorry about that. So, this is why this is an issue, okay? This is why this is an issue. Because you have been frustrated at why things seem so stagnated. Things seem so bland. They're very secretive. They're not really opening up to you. They're not really being progressive. They're not really coming with a plan of action. They just keep talking to you about what they want to do, but the goalpost keeps getting kicked down further and further down. So whereas you came into this thinking that this person was going to be with you forever.
Forever, ever.
They not really showing you that. Okay? They not really showing you that at all. Instead, what I feel like they're giving you is really the, the lip service. Okay? I really feel like they're giving you lip service. I feel like they're still trying to figure it out. They're not intentional at all about this. What was the sign that Spirit showed you that opened up your eyes when it comes to this person? What was the sign that Spirit showed you? I want you to write that down in the chat. Because whatever was revealed to you was so significant that you wouldn't have received it any other way. And the crazy part is, this ain't something that you can just sweep underneath the rug. This was something that was so explosive that this just opened up your eyes to everything else. Like, this was just the beginning. This was just the beginning. This is upsetting me. This is really upsetting me. Because it feels like this person makes a whole lot of promises that they can't keep. And that's what makes it so devastating. Because I really feel like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're holding on to this, thinking that something is going to change. And it's really not going to change. What's consequential about this? Five of Swords. Okay? You are very conflicted about this. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're definitely feeling very powerless right now. Your intuition is over here trying to get your attention, trying to show you, to open up your eyes, to show you things. You want to take back your power and your control. But you don't feel like you have the strength to really face this. You really don't have the stamina right now, like you're tired. This has been a conversation that has come up before. This is not new revelation. Okay, this is not new. You've been feeling this way for quite some time. You've had this conversation with this person for quite this time. This is where I go back to the comment that I made about lip service. They make you feel I'm going back to this birds of a feather card. I feel like you put them on a pedestal up here, but then I feel like they got this X on a higher pedestal than you and you're down here. And I feel like that you also may be having someone else that is in the picture that's even further below you. Somebody else that you really don't know nothing about. So it feels like everyone has put this person on this high pedestal, but they don't even deserve it. They raggedy and they don't have their stuff together. Okay? Everybody is over here gloating over this person, thinking that they got something to offer. This person is a disaster. And what makes it problematic is the guilt. You are being called to move in a different direction. I don't think that you're seeing it that way, though, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I said it earlier, and I want to check and make sure that you heard me when I say it earlier. Didn't I say that this person suffocates the life out of you? If you heard me say that, I want you to put the black heart in the chat. Because this is to the point to where you cannot sustain this anymore. It pains you because you're having to fight and grieve the vision of what you thought you had and take you and really put yourself first. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you're struggling with the idea of knowing that you spent all this time with this person only to find out it's immaterial. I mean, who exactly wants to be with somebody that you're not growing? You're in a holding pattern with them. The only thing that changes is the day on the calendar. They give you a little bit of something just to keep you holding on. And then when it's time to deliver on what they promised, here goes some type of tangible thing that happens in this loophole that they can hang over your head about why they didn't do what they said they were going to do. So this has you very conflicted. There is a strange, unhealthy codependency going on here. And you should have walked away plenty of times before. But now that you got evidence, now you like, oh, hell no.
There are multiple video evidence, social media evidence.
Whatever information you came across, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, was so damning and so damaging that there's no way out of this. You about ready to have this person's funeral. And they not even gonna know what's coming. You're feeling powerless because you gave all your power to somebody who didn't even want it. So you put all your faith, all your trust, all of your belonging into this person, only for them to not really want it. For them, it was just like, okay. They feel like you were cool enough to kick it. You was cool enough to be that girl. But when it comes time for them to give you the tangible, measurable outcomes of how a relationship is growing and sustaining, that's where you're introduced to the debauchery. Okay? And I hate to tell you, but a large reason why things are not being progressive is because of these third-party people. One's particularly being an ex, and another being something else on the side. So you worried about a lot of the wrong things. This person created a fantasy that you bought, and they keep selling it to you because they need you just as bad as you need them.
All a bunch of bullshit.
What is this trying to teach you? But before we go there, I gotta ask this question. What is the choice that you recently made that changed the outcome for better or worse? What was it? Now, what this is trying to teach you, you got to stop ignoring your intuition. You got to stop ignoring your intuition. Spirit has been talking to you all this time, and you continue to ignore it. Block it out like it's spam calls, like you blocking it out like it has no weight, no significance. You just keep saying, I need it. But do you really need it? Because it feels like you have been getting so frustrated, being exacerbated with the lack of everything that it's giving you. Would you be honest with yourself and just tell the truth?
What this cannot be.
Just tell the truth. I say it every day, y'all. We have all been a fool in love. And some of y'all holding on by a spider web.
I'll do the best I can for what I got. Oh!
But at the end of the day, you're asking a person to love you in ways that you haven't illustrated that you can love yourself.
Oh my God!
Because if you could love yourself the same way that you love this person, you would not allow you to continue to do this. You walking around here pretending like this is Bird Box. Like you have on blinders. You don't see nothing, you just hear it. But your eyes have been open the whole time. You just didn't want to admit the truth. And the question is why? How many times can Spirit tell you and show you that this is not who you think they are?
I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
And let's be honest, it's challenging. It's hurtful. It's damaging. You feel like you've wasted a whole lot of time being with this person. And you don't want to give up on them. I hear you. I get it. You don't want to give up. That's where that guilt comes in. You're being called to transform. You're being called to be free. You're being called to realign in ways that is going to thrust your happiness. But instead of you proceeding to move forward, you keep holding on to these lies after lies after lies, and then you get disappointed when the actions are not matching the words.
The lie detector test determined
That was a lie.
So are they making a fool of you, or are you making a fool of you? Now that's the question.
Got it. What?
This like this person telling you they on the way. They 5 minutes away.
2 hours later.
And 2 hours later, you still sitting here waiting on them. How many times can they continuously disappoint you before you realize that this is never going to equate to what they're telling you they're willing to give you? Let me ask you something. If you took yourself out of this situation and this was a close friend that you were talking to, what piece of advice would you give yourself about this situation? I want you to write that down in the chat or the comment section below. I want you to tell me, if you was a friend and your friend came to you with these shenanigans, I want you to tell me, what would you say and what would you do in this situation? Now, what do you need to do to heal? You got to persevere. You got to stand on business. You got to walk away. You got to put up those boundaries. You cannot be afraid. Look how she looking. You cannot be afraid. You got to stand 10 toes down, bold. Put up those boundaries. You keep letting down your guard, letting this person back in your life over and over again. And for what purpose? What value are they adding to your life that is so significant that you just got to keep having it there? This is why I called it a twisted codependency. Like, seriously. And the question is, why is it that you can't let it go? What is it that this person, okay, you come home at night to this person, they may or may not show up and come home to you.
Oh man, not again.
Are you ashamed that everybody's going to know that you was in this relationship for all this time and it didn't work?
Embarrassing.
Let me tell you something about that. In life, you miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. You will never know what is plausible if you don't try. You have tried and you failed. Now that you know that this is a failure, why do you keep opening the door to additional failure, heartache, and disappointment? Aren't you ready to come out of the fog? Aren't you ready to see the sun? You've seen the signs, but aren't you ready to see the sun? You've been in darkness for too long. You make this person look good. It ain't the other way around. But for some reason or another, when it comes to this person, you can't think straight. What do you need to do? Stop waiting for this person to come back. That version of the person that you waiting for them to come back is not coming back. Whatever fantasy that you got in your head concerning this person, it's time for you to leave that alone. Whatever fantasy that you got in your head about who this person is, it ain't true.
You got mail.
I hate to tell you that. You looking at this person like they the perfect partner, they the perfect this, that, and the third. You think you can't do better? Why do you think so less of yourself?
But what the hell, boy?
Why do you think so little of yourself? I mean, if we be honest, it's been a long time since they made you feel really good about yourself. On the outside, it looks good because y'all do things together from time to time. You may travel with each other from time to time. It looks like y'all got it going on. But in the dark of your house at nighttime, do you really? This person puts no effort and no energy into this relationship at all. It's lie after lie after lie. Tale after tale after tale. The question is, how many times are you going to excuse this before you recognize that this ain't a test? This is who they are.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
And here we are. You're not learning the lessons. You're not learning the lessons. This is why your life is coming to a screeching halt. This is why you're not finding the happiness that you're looking for. Spirit is trying to get your attention so much so, and you keep blaming everybody else and everything else for why you're up here experiencing the things that you're experiencing. It's not a them problem, it's a you problem. You would have never believed this tiger stripes had you not seen it for yourself. And now that you've seen it for yourself, you still over here just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Stupid.
How many L's you gonna take, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? How many signs do you have to see before you open up your eyes? How much time got to go by before you realize that you're losing valuable time of your precious life? We all have a finite amount of time on this planet. You got your number and I got mine. I'm going to live to be 120 years old. Promise you that, Jack. But my point is, I don't want to waste a day of my valuable life, 24 hours out of my life. So much can happen in a day. A lot can happen in 1 second. In a split second, people pass away. In a split second, a baby is born. In a split second, your life can be up or your life can be down. Time is that precious. Decisions are made in a split second. 1 minute of your life is a lot. Especially if you on a deathbed. You just want 1 more minute. 1 more minute. So why would you sit up here and allow somebody to come into your life and waste years of your time playing in your face, playing games, making promises that they can't deliver? And now they got the audacity to still be entertaining an ex and some other person? I'm sorry, where they do that at? I want you to make it make sense. Where do they do that at? Help point me in the direction of where they do that at. Show me, because I don't believe you. I'm up here taking care of you and all your needs. Show me where they do that at. Make it make sense. Tell me, where do they do that at? Because you show walking around here looking like you winning, trying to pretend that you winning. Like you got the grand prize with this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But if you being honest with yourself, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if you really reassessed your relationship, you ain't win nothing. And you know that. You know that. So now that you got proof, what you gonna do? Now that you got proof, what you gonna do? Because when it comes to this person, what value do they bring to your life? I mean, let's have a real conversation. What value do they bring to your life? How are they helping you? How are they empowering you? This is more burdensome than it is helpful. And the fact that you know this and you keep on going back to it is insanity to me as well. It's almost like a dog returning to his vomit. The King of Cups. If I'm being honest with you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I see you reevaluating and assessing, as the card says, and deciding that it's time for you to take your love elsewhere. And the reason why I say that is because he's facing another direction and there's another ship coming in. His body is turned, his cup is turned. I feel like you're tired of having this shark in your water and you're looking for calmer waters, waiting for another ship to come in. I feel like you're going to get to the point to where you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to take my love elsewhere.
She doesn't even go here.
I feel like you're going to get to the point in your relationship where you're going to get all cried out. I mean, really, for real, you should be there now. We got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You starting to realize and see this ain't making you as happy as you thought it was. Again, going back to reflecting and assessing. This ain't as stable as you thought it was. This ain't as promising as you thought it was. You've been sitting up here looking and collecting all these red flags all this time, trying to be strategic and calculating, and you still let this person play in your face.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
How long have you been with this person? The Empress. The Empress. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They know what you bring to the table. They know that. They know exactly what you bring to the table. They know exactly who you are. They know exactly what you bring to the table. They know you bring comfort and stability and growth. They know you bring happiness, you bring love, you bring joy. You could have did all, you could have had it all if you really wanted it. But instead, here we are.
2,000 years later.
And it's still no growth. You're still not moving forward. If you look back on your relationship 6 months ago, a year ago, even 2-3 years ago, has anything changed in this relationship?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
You just want love, and you just want peace, and you just want admiration. You want to feel like you winning. Everybody wants to feel like they winning. But how are you winning? You know what? I put it to you this way. My dad always talk about drag or pull. Okay, drag or pull. Either you got somebody that's dragging you down, or you got somebody that's pulling you up. In a simplified way, is this person dragging or pulling you? I want you to write that down in the chat. As I said that, the Strength card fell out in reverse. And the 8 of Cups. You don't feel like you have the strength to walk away. Which goes back to that codependency. You'll rather be with this person just to give the appearance that you're winning than to trust yourself to know that you could do better.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
The only way you're going to step into your true power is if you stop ignoring your intuition and put up those boundaries. Kick that joker to the curb. But instead, you keep holding on, letting this person drag you. As if you get a badge of honor for being drugged. Either you willingly make the decision to change your situation, or your situation is going to change you. Either you come to terms with dealing with your problems, or your problems are going to come to deal with you. And baby, you don't want them problems at all. Exclamation point. You don't want them problems. Here it is, the Moon card. one of the main reasons why you're not moving forward with this person is because of these third parties that you know nothing about. Third party being the ex. Third party being the extraordinary person that's on the side. So what am I saying? I'm telling you that this person probably got two other people that they're dealing with at the same time.
Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble.
So not only are they not pulling their weight, but then they got the nerve to be splitting their time dealing with somebody else. And the crazy part is your intuition has been going off like alarms and you keep sleeping through it. At this point, why do you keep snoozing? You don't want to believe it?
Another one.
All these secrets are starting to come out. All of these secrets are starting to come out. All of the secrecies, all of the lies, all of the delays, everything is being exposed, and it's going to make perfect sense.
What the fuck was that?
And I will tell you, I, honest to God, see you really withdrawing from close friends and families out of embarrassment and out of guilt. But it's nothing to be ashamed about. We have all been a fool in love. I know I've done my dumb stuff. Y'all did y'all dumb stuff. It's a part of life. When it comes to matters of the heart, we all are vulnerable, fragile, and weak. Everybody wants that love. Everybody wants that consistency. Everybody wants it. But at the end of the day, until you admit that you are victimizing you, your life is unraveling. And the question is, when do you admit to yourself that you're not well?
You know how I feel. Why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
And we got the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. It's time for you to walk away. And you know that. You know it's time to walk away. But why won't you? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, they and them. If you're ready to get into this potential final outcome, I want you to put the paper, pen, notebook emojis, paper, pen, and notebook emojis in the chat. Because, baby, it's time for us to look at the potential final outcomes. Here we go. Now, when we talk about potential final outcomes, I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Only you can. And I can tell you right now, a huge part of why you guys are in this bad predicament is because it's not because you can't get ready. It's because you don't want to get ready.
I'm just not ready for all of this. It's just...
You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want to face the fact that you wasted so much time. It's comfortable. It's comfort. But it's not because this person has offered you something that's so irresistible that you can't move on with your life. We already know and we already see. They've been doing it all this time. Ain't you tired of doing that dance? The truth is being revealed. And this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is being exposed as the clown that they are.
Clown.
We got the Five of Wands in reverse again. This is all a you problem. This has nothing to do with anybody else but you. You're still conflicted. That was your present energy then. It's your present energy now. You know what you got to do, but you don't want to do what you got to do. And the question is why? Why do you keep holding on to this? Why do you keep holding on to this? Like, why? 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 You more loyal to them than you are to you. I know you weren't ready for that one. You know what you got to do. You know exactly what you got to do. You wondering why your life falling apart. You wondering why things ain't working out for you. You wondering why you're not in a place that you know you could and should and deserve to be. It's because you acting like you don't know what you need to do. This is about you growing and evolving. You are going through a metamorphosis. You are going through a life change. Not only just leaving this mother trucker, but this is also about you growing and evolving and becoming and refocusing on who you are and what it is that you have to offer. This is your party. You the star of your own show. It ain't them. But for some reason or another, you giving away all of your power to them. And for what? You're stuck because you've been resistant. You holding on to the fantasy. You holding on to the lie. You holding on to the promises. Don't y'all know that the devil can be very conniving? Don't you know that the devil will give you a counterfeit and block you from your blessings because they know what you got going on?
Get that garbage out of here.
Once you see it, you got to believe that it is what it is. But I feel like you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel like you finally going to get the wherewithal that you got to leave this alone. And this does not make you feel good at all. But again, going back to recognizing that something better is coming for you, that's going to propel you and thwart you into the season of your life, your winning season. That's going to make you feel more excited about where you've been. But you got to get there. And for some reason or another right now, you don't think that you're capable of getting there on your own. Like you're so invested in this other person. And I simply don't understand why. What have they offered you that is so monumental and so significant? I have said this 3 or 4 times now. What value have they added to your life? that is so powerful that you just can't live without it.
What do you mean by that?
Because if you really think about it objectively and honestly, without any additives, without any exaggerations,
Survey said.
it's time for you to stand on it. And here comes the third parties again with this Three of Cups in reverse. See, you was just thinking it was the ex before. Once you leave this person alone, you're going to find out the truth. You was worried about the one chick. Baby, it's somebody else in this picture too. One is just less significant than the other. You keep hoping that this person gonna come back. It's a whole lot about them that's being revealed to you that you don't see. And it has a lot to do with this third party. You've been over here praying, hoping, wishing for God to open up your eyes and give you a sign. And he did.
God did.
Now you want to keep acting like you didn't get the memo? How many ways can God show you that it is what it is?
He ain't lying.
Make it make sense.
Hello.
And here we go again with this Five of Swords again. Oh, I'm looking at you like that. She over here like, don't look at me like that. Baby, I'm looking at you like that because you know better. Now, seriously. The Five of Swords. Okay? The Five of Swords. This makes you crazy. You don't like conflict. You don't like change, but you don't like instability. Then what are we talking about? You know it's time for a change. You know you got to do something different. You know this ain't that. You know this ain't it. Baby, you gonna be waiting your whole life for this person to continuously disappoint you.
I've been waiting on this my whole life.
I mean, it's just craziness to me because you keep on holding on with excitement and with enthusiasm. Because this person could flip your switch and make you feel really good.
I'm just not ready for all of this. It's just...
Or they can make you feel really bad. But if we're being honest, I mean, seriously, let's talk about it, folks. When you broke up from this person, and y'all not doing y'all thing, do you feel any different when you not with them than what you feel when you are with them? And if the answer is you don't notice any difference, then I go back to what I said about what value do they bring to your life. You wonder why you're not moving forward.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't no gas in it. It's time for you to do you. It's time for you to free yourself. You have expectations of this person that they're never going to meet. I say this all the time now. Mind blowing. I'm telling you, it really is. But here it is. Having an expectation that is unrealistic for somebody to meet is a violation of their boundaries, because you're asking them to be something or someone that they cannot be. And asking them to do and to be someone or something that they cannot be is beyond the pale for them. So if you want to be fair, be realistic. And know that what you're expecting for this person to do or to be is implausible. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you waiting around for this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius to be with you for real, for real? You're disappointing yourself.
I am disgusted.
So the question is, will they finally get the strength to move on? Would Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn finally get the strength to leave this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius alone? Will Earth signs finally get the strength to leave this person alone? Look at y'all. Y'all over here nervous. Y'all over here about to poop bricks. Wouldn't you like to know? What are you going to do next? The answer is yes, you are. You got upright, the Ace of Cups. Love, compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition. It could also be a new baby, proposal, or marriage, which are all the things that you have been wanting from this person and have not been getting. Why? Because they have been playing in your face. Now, some of y'all may not want the baby. I get it. In this economy, I definitely couldn't do it. I could meet a Bill Gates right now. And if he tell me, I really just want to have a baby, I'd be like, oh. Are you still there? Okay, I'm going to put you on hold again. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. I will let him walk away from me before I even entertain that thought.
I'm upset.
That's the first question I ask anybody now. Do you want more kids? I have one. And I meet a lot of men who allege they don't have kids. And I'm like, how do you feel about me not wanting to have more children? Because that's a real thing. I'm 41. Baby factory closed. I rebuke all y'all people that be out here talking about the 40-year-olds is having more babies than the teenagers. Okay. What they got to do with me?
How you doing?
Baby, I'm tired now with the little 10-year-old I got. What I look like having a 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old and a little bitty baby at 45. The hell? No, thank you. If that's what type of time you on, baby, you might as well get on out of Dodge. What they tell the horses when it's time to go? Hey! All right, so here we go. Here we go. What is soul truth, Spirit, that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn needs to hear? What is the soul truth that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn has to hear? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, by the way. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire, what would I choose? Burn with desire. There is a power in your desire. Let it fuel you today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose to do what makes you happy and do that. Ain't this what we've been talking about this whole time? If this is what we've been talking about this whole time in this reading, I need you to put your clapping hands in it. Put your clap your hands. Clap your hands. Because I'm telling you, we've been talking about it from the very beginning. But instead, you've been sitting over here acting like you ain't heard me say nothing to you the whole time. You heard it. You know it. You feel it. You see it. You could be blind to it all you want to. But the reality is, inaction on your behalf will cost you. So it's time for you to make a decision on what you're going to do and do it. It's that simple. It's that simple. If somebody is costing you your peace, it costs you way too much. And it's time for you to realize that they are way too expensive. It's almost like going to the vending machine and putting in $1. And when you ask for your money back because they can't give you what you want, they give you change. If I gave you $1, how come you can't give me back my dollar bill? All right. We almost home. We almost home. My income is constantly increasing. I begin now today to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. Now, y'all remember we talked about this person sucking up your finances? Watch The moment you leave this person alone, your finances start to increase. Your finances start to improve. Why? Because you don't have that stagnant energy around you sucking the life out of you. And you hear it, you know it, you believe it, you see it, but then you still over here like, this is implausible.
Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
It's not as trash as you are trying to make it seem to be. One by one, your life dominoes are falling down. You ain't got no motion. You don't have no motion because you got toxic energy around you. At what point do we say no? Enough is enough.
Denied.
Truth with Rhapsody. Truth with Rhapsody. It's time for you to face the truth. Spirit, what shadow work should Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn be working on during this time? What shadow work should Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn be working on at this time? Judgment. Judge less and understand more. This is about you overcoming criticism, evaluation, and condemnation. Didn't I say you worried about what other people got to say about you instead of worrying about what you saying about you? This is about you overcoming judgment. And let me be clear, this also is about you overcoming self-judgment as well. What shadow work should Aries, Leo, Sagittarius be working on at this time? Grief, in pain, finding healing and deeper connections to the self, sorrow, mourning, and loss. Okay, listen. Remember how I talked about that ex? Remember how I talked about that ex? The ex that broke their heart. The one that they won't let go of. The one they still dealing with in the background, in the dark. The reason why they ain't moving forward with you is because they still holding on to the grief of what they lost with this ex. They still trying to sniff their drawers.
Damn!
We done talked about it a couple of times now. When you gonna believe it? So how does this outcome align with what you've been expecting? Does it bring you relief, excitement, hesitation, joy, anger, confirmation? And if you could rewrite this outcome, what would it look like for you? I don't know. It sounds like this may be confirming to a lot of people. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the Pisces Tarot Experience. If you don't forget, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube community. It is growing. You can find me on YouTube at Mimi Lightseer, and keep an eye out for more engaging content coming your way. Remember, this reading is here for you whenever you need it. So for those of you who may have missed it live, you can go back and replay it at any point in time. All right. You can replay it at any point in time. Remember, this reading is here for you whenever you need a little bit of guidance. So if you feel like you're stuck or you need to go back and listen to something, clarify something, might have missed something, whatever, You can always feel free to save this link and replay it at any point in time. I love to hear your thoughts. So drop a comment in the section below and let me know what resonated with you. And if you've enjoyed today's session, show me some love and go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Now, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I am booking at PiscesTarot.com, so don't hesitate to reach out. Remember, I will never reach out to you to solicit you for a reading. So anybody that's coming to you with my name, image, and likeness on it is not me, okay? You contact me. I do not contact you. I am aware of some fake, phony, and frauds that's walking around here on TikTok trying to get people to pay them for readings and all this stuff. I can assure you that person is a fake, phony, and a fraud. They are a scammer, and that is not me.
You are a scammer.
Now, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone who joined the conversation today. A warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. And thank you to all the people who have gifted me not only your time, your talent, but your treasure. All right. Now, this is the most important thing that I can say with the day. Everybody is fighting a battle that you cannot see. So be kind, patient, and gentle with others and yourself. How people treat you isn't your business, but how you respond is. So leave a little bit of love everywhere you go today, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. I want y'all to have a good day.